What's up, everybody? Got another week, another bi-weekly anyway. This time I got everything I wanted set up, so it's kind of nice. I got all the equipment I wanted. I don't really have anything else I want to do to improve my stream, so everything is perfect. And I got plenty of interest this time. This will be the first time that we have this shit open for East Coast. And hopefully more people will join next time, but I obviously understand that we have so many online events right now. I mean, so many. So I'm not surprised. There were a lot of people that were more enthusiastic about joining and then didn't show up, but it's mostly because of just the sheer amount of events we have, which is good, especially for Samurai Shodown. Need all the help we can get. But anyways, first up we have Falcon versus Happy Little Resets, and I'm about to tap out though for our two commentators, Doggy Sandwich and Mr. Annual. They're going to be taking over. They're going to be, commentating everything from here on out. So I'll tag in every now and then just to let y'all know if there's something going wrong. But I'll leave y'all with them.
So what you're telling me is that from now on, we're done with you unless something's going wrong. So if this is perfect, this is the end of Painbot. No more House of Pain. Nah, I'm kidding.
Nah, man, it's the House of Pain because we gonna get hurt somehow.
Yeah.
But what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining in for another session of the House of Pain. Starting out with some Sam Show. First two opponents will be two people who have regulars. One of them been here since the very first one online, I believe. Falcon and Happy Little Resets.
You say Falcon's been to all the online ones. He's been to like all the offline ones too. Like he just lives in the house pretty much.
Yeah, he's on the grind for sure.
Gonna have to see who he has for us here in our first match going through our bracket. 'Cause yeah, in the House of Pain, we have kind of drifted away from the round robin format, gone to a standard issue double limb bracket. And the thing to think about with Falcon is there's a new character. So is there a new character for Falcon?
The character crisis continues. And we know Happy Little Resets, he's always used his Shizumaru in tournament, so he usually sticks with that, so that's what I'm expecting to go on. Yeah, I got much to say. Should be an interesting start to the matches. Hopefully Falcon's found himself something consistent to grab on to.
You know you're asking for too much, man.
I am, but hey,
Trying to ask Falcon to be consistent with characters is like asking the weather to be consistent. It ain't happening, man.
I gotta agree with you there. The man loves his pseudo random select. So we'll see if he's rocking the maid or even Focus surprised us before with all kinds of things. So who knows? We might turn on that match and see like Kyoshiro or something.
I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, they're readying up, so we're finally getting on our way to our first match in the House of Pain, brother.
All right, it's like he's going with Ukiyo, and I know he's been he's used Ukiyo before, so it's nothing new.
I just imagine he has like a dartboard or something, just right next to his setup. Pulls out his favorite dart. Who am I playing today?
Oh, wait a minute. So wow. we already.
Oh no,
we already hurting in the House of Pain.
Yo, bring him back. He had all this time, sat there saying everything was perfect.
Well, I guess up to that point it was, so he had to ruin it. So we're gonna go ahead and see you back in the lot. Well, we're in the game. I think you guys are in the lobby. So.
Oh my God! He hit him with an S7. He wasn't ready for that. Yo, he's going ham. Bro, I didn't know you could play Sam Show like this. This is the kind of magic that I wish people could see. It's just a complete mastery of the game.
Oh man.
These are reads down to the very core. Like, how do you beat somebody like this?
This one's gonna have to go into the hidden archives that'll never be seen, like Apollo Creed and Rocky fighting at the end of Rocky 3. We don't know the end result. We just know the plot.
Yeah, that one's just between you and me, man.
Yeah, that one have to go into the deep dark abyss. All right, so now we got our streamer on the spectator deck, so we should be able to bring you guys some matches now.
I would like to point out that he specifically said we would only hear from him if something went wrong. Something went wrong and we didn't hear from him. Therefore, we shouldn't be hearing from him again, right?
We just say nothing went wrong, man. They were just doing this button check.
What?
All about perspective.
Man, stop giving them outs.
But nonetheless, we about to roll into the real thing. So we have Shizumaro versus Ukyo. Happy little resets on the player 1 side, Falcon on the player 2 side.
Resets. Taking a little slower start, backing up, trying to see if Falcon wanted to run at him, put the 50-50 on him, so he could jump as well. And back dashes over the throw.
Yeah, just kind of holding his space, trying to see how much Falcon's willing to slide in, take his aggression. He's not really doing much. He's kind of waiting on Falcon. And Happy Little Recess decided to take the battle to him.
Nice dodge. Smart back throw as well. Like, he could have took more damaging punish right there, but just opting to take the position so he has room to keep running away from Falcon, but falls prey to another 6-6B. Falcon not really worried about position too much, just trying to see if he can equalize the match. Gets flipped out of the air.
And Happy Little Reset using that air to make his approach ambiguous, gradually poking and prodding at him. And yeah, Falcon's not putting a lot in the way in mid-screen resistance, though he's starting to gradually increase his aggression himself.
Yeah, like you said, there's Tsubame. First one that's on the mark. He's gonna need another one soon. He's not even gonna get the chance. Just got chewed up over in the corner. Like, he just looks at a complete loss whenever Happy Little Recess is like in his face and in the air. Hasn't thrown an anti-air at him or anything. Hasn't even tried to jump up and chase him down. He's trying to block it out and it didn't really work for him.
Yeah, Happy Little Recess has kind of had free reign to just move around the screen as he pleases. And that resulted in him running into things. Yeah, I got to burn that burst to avoid the weapon flip.
He's back though in the corner, so that's pretty good.
Get some good chunk. Yeah, good damage.
But a little too easy for the throw. Lucky for him, he didn't lose his life just yet. Still gets a chance to play looking for the Tsubame knee. Dodged it, dunked it.
Yeah, that's Shizumaro, pretty short. So yeah, if you don't use the backdash Tsubame, you got to be careful of stuff like that. And so he's been using the Tiger Knee version, which is reliable in an execution sense, but it gives you less outs to be wrong.
Well, he used it to great success at the end of the round right there, equalizing everything 1-1, but doesn't really have anything to work with because he had to use his burst to stay alive, so only thing that could keep him afloat, or the only real firepower he has is the Essence Stem, and he might not even get a chance to use it. 5B to the backside, put him on the deck.
Yeah, Happy Little Recess is kind of keyed in onto the fact that Falcon is very throw happy when you get too close to him, and so he's been using his jumping options and punishing quite a bit.
Dodging around another Tsubame, doesn't get a punish on it. And speaking of throws, there's one from Falcon, good one with the triple slashes on the end of it. And he's looking for the rollout, steps up, takes another scoop. Still looking for him to roll. He blocks the DP, but he couldn't really get a punish on it. I mean, anything's better than nothing, but he could have ended him for that.
Yeah, I think he already had in his mind he was going to do that, and it just kind of happened, worked out that way. But he has no burst to get out of this, so he's losing his weapon. He's got a... Yeah, he underestimated the throw position in there. But he gets
looking for him to flinch, eventually steps up, takes the throw, cleans him out with a 5B.
A bit more chaotic as Falcon started increasing his own actions and aggression, and so he started to kind of keep Happy Little Recess in check, but it wasn't enough to close him out.
And it's like when he finds him on the ground in his face, like the obvious knockdowns and everything, that's where it starts looking good. But like you were saying, like whenever Happy gets to leave the ground, it's murder for Falcon. And he doesn't have the reflexes to like throw Tsubame in the air or even the will to try to jump up at him. So he quite literally gets rained on, pun intended.
Well, it's going much different for him now, mostly because Happy Little Recess has been engaging on the ground, so he's gotten his hits, but our throw turns that fortune around. I'm not quite sure what he was scouting for. Maybe he was expecting the umbrella to come down, but nonetheless, there was nothing there.
But he gets 6-6V, gets out of the corner again, and this time trying to hold his position. And Recess was kind of ready for the multi-classes. Like the few times we've seen it in neutral, just from a poker, everything, it's been one or two, so he didn't know the third one was coming, but still able to put something on it and widen his lead a little bit. So that's good for him. He's also pretty close to getting his raise, which he's not even going to need this round, which is the best way for him to end it.
Yeah, I think Falcon was looking for a Tsubame there and ended up getting the jump button of shame.
Gets the back finger start, steps up to make sure he gets the triple slashes, slowly carting Happy over to the corner. Tsubame, that's the first time he's actually shut him down in the air. It's good. A little too eager.
All right, go ahead and throw that burst. Oh, but he just goes right back in.
A wise man once said, if at first it don't succeed, nah, bro, it don't succeed.
Yo, but Falcon is unhesitant and picks up his weapon. Things are still looking pretty grim.
Yeah, especially when you try to throw the Hail Mary Eason, no good for him. And that was pretty much all she wrote. Is Happy convincingly takes of a second game.
All right, so Happy Little Recess gonna go ahead and jump on to that next round, and let me actually pull up the bracket for myself.
You don't have the bracket up.
Yeah, we tragic out here. So that will put Happy Little Recess versus the streamer himself, Painbot. And so I believe our next match will be Izzy and Kochori, who is new to this event. He is listed as an invader, so he is in the southeast or east coast area, but he is not in Georgia. So
I don't know, by Painbot standards of invaders, he might actually be from Georgia.
Yeah, a little incident that they changed that very definition. But no, we're gonna go with the original one just to keep y'all less confused. So Izzy, another housemate of Painbot and Bates, out there getting bullied into being good. Has been I wouldn't say like a super regular, but he shows up enough that you would call him a regular, but he's not, he ain't down as Falcon.
He's a guest character.
We'll call him a recurring guest character.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, last week last House of Pain 2 weeks ago, he got second.
Mm-hmm.
Not a really strong showing.
Definitely. Like you ain't gonna see him every episode, but you see him enough where you like, when he shows up, the audience knows to clap and laugh.
He's the captain of the pirate ship. That seems to be the stage he's always playing on.
Oh yeah, it is actually.
Mm-hmm.
You actually brought it up. Hey man, he enjoys the rough seas. And now we gotta get this man Happy Little Recess out of the waiting queue, because apparently he ain't had enough. All right, there we go.
Gotta get all the resets that you can, man. All these. You're trying to get your damage, but you can't really get the most damage, so you put a Happy Little Reset here, and you can get more than you originally would have. Now, what we gotta do is gotta make sure to get Painbot in here, so we can witness the action, so y'all can witness the action. We don't want to have any tragedies like that monstrous first game.
And they just did it again.
Oh no.
So hopefully he'll tell Izzy Mara, since he's in the house with him, to back out, but nope.
He's probably cursing at Izzy, actually.
I mean, he had a minute. Coach Ryu has been in the room for quite a bit.
Screaming loud obscenities probably has that bird is probably just going off its rocker right now.
So I think somebody forcibly exited the room. Oh no, never mind. My screen froze for a moment.
Nah, we're in here.
All right, so we're gonna try to get you back to the action. I don't know why they didn't give the players a option to go back to the lobby.
Wait, you're wondering why there isn't like a pause menu on NetPlay?
Hey man, some games have it.
For the people playing, what game has that?
Guilty Gear, you can do that. If you pause, you can go back to the lobby in the match.
Huh. Maybe I just never hit the start button in that game, but it's also been a while since I even turned that game on, let alone NetPlayed it.
I think it's just one of those things where it's like you're not actively thinking of, because it won't pause the game. It'll just bring the menu up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even the fact that you could bring a menu up while you're playing, like, you'd have to think to hit the start button. If I'm playing in like all the capacities that I've ever net played a game, why would I think to do that? But I've also never entered a net play tournament, so
yeah, like generally it isn't something that somebody would like actively go to for sure. So like, yeah, if you having some issue where you want to go back to the lobby real quick or whatever. But nonetheless, we finally done. So Painbot is in the queue now, so you should be able to see the upcoming match between Kochiri and Izimaru. Alright, looks like everything's set. And so Kochiri, who chose Galford before, so we're gonna see Galford versus Howamaru.
it's a matchup that I imagine Izzy's seen a little bit. No, I know he's seen a little bit of back when Shadow Ace was playing Galford, but it might have been a while since he's seen a Galford. Kochori, on the other hand, again, like we said, an invader, so don't know how deep his matchup pool is, but I would hope that he's seen Howamaru at this point. This is a pretty standard issue guy.
So, all right. Is he taking the aggression? Gets a big payoff at the start. Wow.
You know, I get the impression that even if Kochori hasn't like played against Howamaru, he's had to have turned on a House of Pain and seen Izzy with the way he started, like immediate up back. Like he just knew that Izzy was coming from the top row.
Yeah, catches him out of the poppy call for a big start at the beginning. And right now, it's all right. He's turning things around.
Yeah, making things work really well. Taking the trade with a plasma blade. I mean, lost a little more damage, but he gets right back with a 5C, and he took the lead for the most part. Put a lot of the onus on Izzy to try to come in and get the round clean. Overhead crash says otherwise.
Yeah, it turned around in an instant, and it felt like Izzy was the one who was slightly confused with what was going on.
My man's with it there. You know, he was trying to fade or dodge or anything, but he goes in with a delayed DP. Eventually, a little too early on the throw. You can't throw people out of deflect. That's something Vulcan can tell you about.
I think he was actually trying to SSM.
That's
the same buttons. But yeah, regardless, it didn't quite work out in his favor. He's burnt his resources, but he's on the cusp of taking the round, so that's what they're there for.
All right. Jumps over Poppy, but doesn't get a deep hit with the jump in, so he gets tossed over to the other side. Coach a little too early with his throw, a little too early with the deflect as well. That's giving the Izzy a chance to play, but he gets a second deflect. And yeah, I have to think he wanted a little bit more than a plasma blade, but he still tried to make it work with a couple of C's, but gets cut in half by a close beat.
Yeah, he tried to bring down that heavy pretty aggressively, and it almost worked.
Yeah, he's found quite a few of them so far. He's making really good. Well, he's making decent use of them. I can't say really good, because a lot of them have gone into recoil. He hasn't lifted yet, but he's gotten a decent amount of damage from it. Not going to be able to do it in the corner, though. He's locked in jail.
All right. Oh yeah, he attempts to punish Izzy's recoiled C, but wasn't ready to make it in time. And yeah, he hedged his bets and came up in the red.
Came up in red in more ways than one. Throws out the Eason. Made the wrong call. It looks like the house wins. I'm glad you got that one.
It's pretty good, man. Pretty good.
That's all I'm worth.
Let's see if Coach Ree has another character on deck, though.
Character swap.
Or he might just be making sure the lobby don't break. Alright. Shizumara, okay. Let's go with the Umbrella Boy.
Possibly thinking that he wanted to cut out all the extra fluff and stuff around the 5C and just go to a more direct 5C and a 2C to boot as well.
And don't forget a jump C, man.
Also, don't forget a DP.
For sure. And yeah, a lot of that was kind of dictated by Izzy just kind of, getting Coach Ree's face, and it's like, what are you going to do now?
Oh, no. Hey, I told you.
Yeah, we back home, man. You where we most comfortable. All right, Coach Ree using that air movement to see what Izzy's about. Coming on from the top rope.
Yeah, caught him asleep, not really thinking about an anti-air, but Izzy was, I was thinking about it. It's like you jump at him one time, it just kind of reminds him that he needs to do it, but Coach Ree finds the CDP. Was expecting to roll back in the corner, so now he's got to scramble to chase him again, if he wants to. From the wall.
Both of them out there aggressively hunting for some big damage.
Yeah.
Right, slowing it down. Yeah, it's not a bad trade. Keeps him on his feet.
Yeah, but Izzy can't be taking too much damage like that. Kachori will gladly trade. Base him again with another CDP. So I think he could get down to that phase. I was like, either that or maybe he was holding two. But imagine it was long enough for him to get a little further in the stages.
Yeah, I don't even think he got to the invincibility, but because Izzy just whiffed.
That is true. He ain't missing them JCs though. Air to airs, he got them.
Nah, yeah, he's not gonna take it anymore, man.
Or he's gonna challenge it at least. Because I mean, if we were waiting a little bit later, there'd be some info behind it. But Izzy bravely challenging time and time again, enough to get a lead. Snipes Kachori out of the air. Not the most damaging DP, but it got the job done nonetheless.
Yeah, it shows that Izzy's at least looking for that spacing he's trying to take up there, and just let him know that he's willing to check it. Speaking of willing to check.
Yeah, Kachori needed the DP from the deflect to stay alive. And yo, he finds another CDP. That one's enough to take the game.
The rare crouch heavy confirmed from Shizumara Online.
Douche. Yeah!
Excellent use of that to close it out. Game 2.
Izzy lost on his ship. What does he do, man?
Hey, man, the season's still there. The ship might still be there. We'll see where we're going to head to.
That ship is in shambles.
You got two maniacs out there swinging big swords.
Yeah, that is a very good adjective to describe the maniacs. Because they kind of wilding with some of their decisions. But I mean, when you have good buttons like that, the JCs and the 5Cs and the damage that comes behind it, it looks pretty appetizing. It looks really appealing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think the big thing that took Izzy out of the game was just the crazy downpour managing to hit this mark pretty much every time, I think.
Feels like it.
All right, he's starting things out with a throw confirm into the corner push.
He's trying to check the recoil again, but guess who's there? Another crazy downpour. Stuff taking another throw. Things are going so good for Kachori. Already has Izzy in the rage, but the jump.
Yeah, if he hit that deep enough, he would have got his combo, but not. But he still gets to turn things around. Using that projectile to anti-air. Interesting. Okay, we got the opposite. Luckily for Kotori, he jumped up and not back.
Yeah. For a brief second, took a page out of Bates' playbook, but still had an incomplete pass.
All right, really good DP from Izumaru. Getting that corner push. No punish on the running C.
But he's able to tag him out of the air again. Kotori says right back at you, got a DP of my own. And catch him with a backdash overhead. Ooh, yeah, the spacing on that. Like, Izzy had the right idea, but... Ooh.
Yeah, that was an amazing call. Just the timing was just off.
And that's really no harm to Kotori, though. Like, he would have took the round had that have hit, but he's still in a really good position. He has his rage as well.
It's up around, so like, yeah, everything is kind of still in his favor, and he's been dictating the pace of the match for the most part. But misses his throw confirm. Nonetheless, Izzy burst.
I was kind of under the impression that he did that just to see if Izzy would preemptively burst anyways, which, I mean, you don't really need to do, but he did. Still got weapon flip for it, and he gets tagged trying to pick up his umbrella, but still not going down without a fight.
Yeah, Izzy went for the overhead. All he found was a DP. But here we are, round 3. Last round of the set.
But yeah, we find Kotori in a better position. Again, only using his SSM, still has his rage to work with. And he's going to get 2 looks at it. Here's the first one. Slowly working his way in. I wonder if he's going to try to push with this more, because the last time he got it, he didn't really push towards the end. He's trying to make a more aggressive move. Gets the 5C.
Yeah, that's a pretty good, decent cash out with the rage for sure. Got a good life lead. Not really being pressured too much by Izumaru, and like you said, Izumaru, he still has his SSM, but for the most part, Kotori's not in a position where he has to commit that hard.
As long as he doesn't throw it, or he doesn't swing into a deflect, he'll probably be okay. Or he runs into a block. Still in the lead, but and now trying to see if he can close things out with the power play, looking for a dodge. Nothing there. Is he holding the ground? Still checking all the runs as well. He's got to be careful about checking consistently.
Yeah.
I think he go for it.
Yeah, I think he went for the medium version DP, which does not have the invincibility on it. So now Izzy's now we're pretty much in an even spot until he decided to whip the throw. Yeah. So Izzy's careless throw cost him the set. So we got Kotori moving on to winners to fight Big Bates.
You got invaders in the House of Pain. Oh no. Wait, the room has been disbanded.
Looks like it.
What did Paintbot do?
Yeah, I'm like stuck in like a frozen version of the room.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the part where he's gonna come in here and try to blame this on SNK when he doesn't know how to work lobbies.
Dude, fuck SNK. Why the fuck would they leave this shit like this? This is so fucking dumb. But I gotta make the lobby again. So give me a sec. I'm about to invite y'all back.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, if you put an exclamation mark Matcherino into the Twitch chat, it'll bring up some links for you. And on those links, we pull up the codes. So you have 2 Matcherinos, one for Samurai Shodown, one for Street Fighter 4, which will be happening later today. If you click on the Sam Show Matcherino and enter the code PBSS4 after signing in with one of your social medias, you'll be able to add 50 cents to the pot. So if you would do that for us, that would be great. There's also sponsor quest, and you can donate on your own if you want to, but otherwise it's just a free and clear 50 cents, and we would love for you to contribute. I don't know what your YouTube watch is supposed to do.
Now, see, if everything was perfect, like he said, he'd have a Matcherino slide. So the oh wait, hold on. You know, Wait. I got a really bad idea that wouldn't work anyways. Because I literally thought in my head, man, I could just go to the YouTube chat to hit exclamation point Matcherino, but it don't work like that.
All right, the invite. I sent y'all invites.
All right, on the way.
Hop aboard the SS Pain bot and go for another trip. Another voyage over the rough seas in the House of Pain. Make sure I get in my spot. Now what I should do is I should hop in that empty square real quick and see what he does.
All right, so our next match will be the streamer himself, Painbot TV versus Happy Little Resets.
And think about that. Happy Little Reset's been in here like what, 2 times, 3 times? And he gets to go against the GM, the stable owner of the House of Pain. The House of Pain!
Doing his favorite pastime, online SNK fighting games.
Yeah, that's like the main thing he's been streaming lately, right? Like he's taking a little ventures here and there to like KI. I think he tried Street Fighter Cross Tekken a bit, but yeah, for the past few months, Painbot's really been just living on the net with Sam Show. Like that's his calling. So he should be completely familiar with how all this goes now.
All right, looks like he's gonna go with his new current project, Sogetsu.
What? I mean, I heard you, but it surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me. It surprises me because it's like, Sogetsu's been out for like what, a month now or something like, yeah, a month. And Painbot hasn't played him before, but it doesn't surprise me because he's played every other male DLC character. Yes.
Yeah, because he's been talking about how he's been picking up Sogetsu, so this doesn't surprise me much. But we don't see if Happy Little Resets is gonna be taken by surprise.
See if he's got a Sogetsu or Sowetsu. Sorry, I had to do that one, and I had to force it as well. Watch, running C, slaps him on the wrist for it. Yeah, Painbot pretty much doing what everybody expects out of Sogetsu, just looking at the set. He's got a bit of a lead, so he's trying his hardest to sit on it. Not really making use of any of the long range stuff, like no 5Cs, 2Cs. Just trying to see if he can little resets down, which was working for the bit until resets found his way in. Oh, this is gonna be a big punish though. Slapped him to the wall with a 5C.
Yeah, had quite a bit of his work undone just with that. And I don't know if he was looking for the fireball and happened to get the forward input, but it's put him in a really bad spot. Using that air to keep him checked, the water spouts. He's just trying to never let him feel comfortable just moving around the screen.
Ooh, that was a little greedy, and he kind of telegraphed it too about the fact that he stopped throwing torrents out there and was kind of walking into slide range, but still worked out for him. Was able to find another air to air and close out the first round. Closes it out in rage as well, so he got his cash out for it right there. See how much extra credit did you get? 5C, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll take that one. Happy Little Recess is just kind of looking around, trying his best to find a path to Sogetsu, which has been proven to be much less successful than the last round.
Oh, that's a good way to get in. Takes half his life with a CDP.
Hey man, if the windows, the chimney, the basement don't work, just go through the front door.
Came in with a battering ram. SWAT team. Ooh. He took a huge gamble with the umbrella roll. Painbot. It's one thing that Painbot blocked it, obviously. It's another thing that he blocked it long enough, but then he had a pretty solid punish behind it as well. So 3 stages of impressive for him.
Yeah.
Gonna have to see if he can do that again in game 2, though.
Yeah, looking like the more like the first round of the first match.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see any rogue DPs firing off and throwing leads away for little resets. But fadeaway JC, it's pretty good. Has Painbot down to about half his life at this point. And yeah, now Painbot's being a little more active in mid-range, taking more of the 2Cs. Surprised that Little Resets ran into it, but
he's still in a pretty good position.
Especially with that dodge. Because even though he doesn't get a punish, he gets more of the screen to work with. So gets to pick at Painbot how he chooses. Running into another C, a 5C though. Not what he wants. Running the C.
Yeah, that run under was really good. Let's put him right back into the driver's seat of this match.
Just got to see if he can work his way away from Painbot, who's crept his way in, trying to more aggressive approach from the front door, blocks the CDP, but he didn't punish it. Yo, somebody needs to recharge that bot.
Not looking good out there. Going into round 2.
And this round's going to be kind of scary for Painbot, I believe, for this scenario right here. Like, he's not going to be able to really do a lot of damage before Resets gets his rage. So now he's got to make sure he doesn't take any damage. It's an obvious thing to say. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's checking. I don't know if he's like trying to see like teleports or he's just missing the fireball, but the errant DPs miss green. It costs him a lot.
I would hope it's the latter. Because if he's really looking for teleports, why would he look for something that he literally has not seen in the set yet? That's it's trying to be Galaxy Brain, but we're still on Earth.
All right, Recess is exhibiting a little bit of lack of patience there, trying to go in for the throw without regard for the obstacle course Getsu has been putting out there thus far.
He's trying to make use of his rage at that point, but got absolutely nothing for it. Gets a punish though on the 5C, so at the start, and is able to stick with Painbot. Does he get a punish on their own? He does. Running B into a DP, it's a good look.
Painbot just jumps out of the corner, reestablishes the spacing.
And the thing that goes along with it is it wasn't like he just stood up and held up forward. Like, he rolled back first, and Resets was really slow to chase him down. Speaking of slow, Painbot was looking for SSM, a little off the mark, but he had the right idea. That's the big thing to take away from that.
Oh, almost converts off the bubble.
That would have been sick. Really though, with how that was panning out, he would have rather that bubble not been there and had an easier punish on his TDP, but
you have to make do what you got. Oh.
And just showing he has a decent amount of mastery with Shogetsu.
Yeah. He aggressively checked his movement and wouldn't let him get comfortable just hanging out in the air using the water spouts and the bubble just to let him know that he don't have free reign as to move at him. So that's 2-0 in the books for Painbot.
Yay! Hooray for Painbot! Woo!
Yay! But next up is Big Bates versus Coachery. Unless we're gonna go to losers. Well, I imagine we're gonna go do this winners match too. And then from there, I guess we'll figure it out.
I think he said he wanted to have all the winners on stream. Well, yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do at that point. We're gonna have to go down there at some point.
So I imagine after this we'll start going down. But you gotta get Coachery in here first.
We gotta get Bates in here. Let's be real. That's the bigger issue.
Gotta call Bates down from the mountain he's been hiding on.
The man who is not with times has not updated his technology, even though he works on technology. It's kind of funny. Like, you guys were in here earlier talking about trying to ping him on Discord. You don't understand. You need his beeper number.
Hey man, I think Bates is the one who has it right. We're all the ones messing up.
I did not say Bates was wrong. I just said he was different.
Fair enough.
Because it is probably nice to be impervious to that red little text box that appears next to the Discord icon. Again, I bet he has a really high score in his notification count. I wonder if somebody's made a Discord app for that. Like, the notification minigame.
Reminds me of an old coworker where he just got a bunch of emails all the time. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna delete all these. And if it's important, they'll email me again.
Yeah. Yeah. That is respectable and acceptable logic, because it's true. I mean, if you really need to get somebody's attention, you ain't gonna just one and done them.
That is true.
Man, we're gonna be waiting for a while, aren't we?
Looks like it. Well, Bates is getting in his seat.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, exclamation point match arena in the chat's already happened for you, so you can go help give us some money for this event. Click on, well, either one of the links, but click on the Sam Show one, because that's what you're watching. Log in with your social media. Go to the coupon code. Use PBSS4 for your code, and it'll create 50 cents to add to the pot. If you want to do some sponsor quests, throw some tweets out there, do some other stuff, click some links, add some more, that's cool. If you want to donate your own money, that would be greatly appreciated. But that's something for you to do in the meantime, since we're sitting here for a while. There's also some extra incentives you can use. I don't think anybody's used any incentives except for the one time. Like, I kind of imagine that after Painbot put the buys commentary up there, that would be the thing that made me roll my eyes week after week, but it's only happened once.
I did expect it to happen again, but it's not too surprising, I guess, but it would be interesting. I guess there's no real how can I put this?
No real incentive for somebody to use it?
Yeah.
There's incentive for specific people to use it. Like the average passerby, yeah, I can totally understand why they wouldn't want it, but there's like a handful of people, not even the one I was thinking about. There's a handful of people that I could totally understand why they would do it, and I'm surprised they haven't done it.
Fair enough.
Oh no, we gotta run back.
Yeah, I wonder if this is because Coach Reed trying to connect, because it was his match where Lobby got killed. Or there's some kind of a PSN issue.
So what you're telling me is invaders are causing problems in the House of Pain.
Damn.
I'm stating facts, okay? I'm just stating facts. I'm not even saying that this is 100% true. I'm just looking at all the information that is being presented to me. And I'm coming up with reasonable deductions. And by the fact that Kochori is new, he is an invader, and by the fact that the lobby keeps blowing up, and by the fact that this is the House of Pain and this is ran by Painbot, I can reasonably deduce that Painbot is fucking up.
Oh man, well,
stop fucking up, Painbot. That's all you gotta do.
Looks like we're gonna have some technical difficulties, so hang in there with us, and we'll try to get you a match. So,
you sound like you had something to do in the meantime. What's up, man?
I do not. I'm just waiting. But I don't got much fluff today.
Oh, this is real easy fluff. See, you gotta have your hot topics for stuff like this, because in the normal world, and you know this as well as I do, in the normal world, A streamer will just leave you sitting there for talking half an hour for absolutely no reason whatsoever, right? Because there will be no like technical difficulties. There will be no real issues. It's just some TO is not really good at managing the tournament.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, you gotta have the hot topics on deck.
All right, man. So hey,
What's
man,
up? Mm-hmm.
what do you think about the newest character from SNK, Iroha?
I think she's interesting. Like, I had it in my mind that with everything that was happening before her release, I was like, I guarantee this is going to be the kind of character where I don't care. Everybody's making all this huge fuss about this, that, and the other. And then I'm going to turn the game on, I'm going to mess around with her, I'm going to be like, she's actually interesting. And she is. Now, the problem is, like, that's been pointed out by a few people, she's missing some pretty key things, like a run. Like a run.
Yeah.
But she, well, at least to me, she has some interesting and quirky things that make her, I don't want to say different and make it sound like she's a completely different character that just doesn't play Samcho at all, but kind of changes the outlook on a lot of common scenarios. But a lot of or at least in my mind, a lot of those reasons happen because she doesn't have a run. But I think she's interesting, to say the least. I won't go as far as to say like the most interesting character in the game, but for like being presented as a new character in this game right now, it's like it's been enough reason for me to turn the game on and look around a bit.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely operates off of a different version of the script that other characters do, and and it is mostly based off the fact that she does not have a run, but she has other movement options and a lot of ambiguous ways of moving about and doing things that I won't say make up for quote unquote, but they give her an alternate game plan, and it remains to be seen how effective that'll be. But they definitely made it unique enough to be refreshing as a new character.
We're gonna try getting Bates to make the lobby and joining his lobby and see if we can all join him.
What?
You need to find out who's a Nat 3 over there.
Yeah, who's the Nat guy?
So does that mean we have to like rebrand again? Takes with Big Bates?
I got an invitation from Big Bass. I feel like a hero.
Oh my God. Is that time, huh? Bates with 2 Z's because he's always chilling. You know, this might actually be the way to do it now that I think about it. Because you can just have Bates invite people. Painbot never has to leave his slot since, you know, he can't do that. This could actually be changed for the better. Well, there's the problem of when Bates has to play.
Well, it won't be. I don't think it'll be much of a problem today since it's not very many people in the bracket, so it'll work out.
Yeah.
I hear I think I hear Bates in the party chat or whatever, the room chat. Hey Bates, we ain't playing Monster Hunter, man. Turn off your mic.
He's probably over there playing Paladins. Paladins or Smite. I'm not going to talk about the other games I see Bates on. I got to leave him with some dignity.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Man, I just got a really terrible idea for like all the times and all the jokes about fighting game players ditching fighting games for other games during these trying times, and Painbot talking about variety streams. You know it'd be a sick variety stream for him?
What's that?
All right, you ready for this? I hope you're sitting down. You need to be sitting down. Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
All right. The Jackbox stream. Hey, man. you think Painbot can take a walk down the mean streets of Manverse City?
Oh man. Oh man. Don't do it for him, man.
Tell me that wouldn't be a godlike stream, though.
I can definitely see it. It's all a matter if the man wants to rise to the occasion. Oh, looks like we got everybody we need in the room.
Yeah, I see him. I don't know if he left last time. I don't know if it wasn't working.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, he left again. Why don't you go ahead and fill out that SNK feedback form?
Oh, don't worry. I already sent two. They're about to get a third one.
2?
Man, SNK people gonna go back to work from the corona. They're gonna see a truckload of papers just flood into their office. All for Painbot.
No. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna have the feedback, right? They're gonna look in their feedback inbox, and they're gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna delete all this because if they really have a problem, they'll send it again.
Well, as far as Sancho goes, they probably will send it again.
Wait. We just might make it, man. Katori's in the lobby. Bates is in the lobby. Hey, we done made it. Now, was Famebot down there?
I didn't see.
Uh-oh.
I think he should go tell Bates to turn off the mic, though. Alright, looks like we're good.
So, we hit all the check boxes? We're good to go?
Alright, so yeah, we finally got your match. Coterie versus Big Bates.
Have some Galfer coming back again, trying to see if he can go toe-to-toe with Genjiro for sure. Because you know where we go in Sam Show. Hey. Sorry.
Hey, man, you ain't got to apologize to me. Apologize to the stream. Nah. But we got Big Bates, the original Genjiro, the template, the basis.
And also the last Genjiro.
That's what they call the man. So far, Katsuri is trying to dictate the face with Poppy calls, not trying to get in there and mix it up with the big man. More just trying to stay safe.
And the one time Bates finally got in there, winning with running A into a DP far off the mark. So he's got to see if he can get his way in again. And the big jump out, see to the backside from Katori, so good. That pretty much sealed the round definitely, especially since Bates doesn't have any rage to work with.
Nope. So yeah, with a self bar low, he needed that Justifin, and it didn't quite come to him.
He needed more than a Justifin. It would have been really nice to keep the round alive at that point, but bro, he's getting lit up over there. Plasma blades, Poppy balls. Literally can't move towards it.
That is true. And he built up quite a bit of rage from the Justifin, speaking of, at the beginning of the round, but the Zuna drop turns things around. No answer for the Whiffed C.
Probably was a little bit hesitant to throw another DP out there since he was off the mark with the last one, but it's a huge opportunity wasted. He's gonna have to burst at some point in time because he ain't getting in. The way things are looking right now, he ain't getting in.
Oh, okay, yeah. Grocery, he pushed the issue just a little too far, so now he's kind of in kill range.
I mean, he is. Oh yeah, it's like he is. But whenever Bates got the knockdown, which we just saw, Bates had to make the guess of which way he was going to roll, especially if he's going to keep running at him. And even if Bates was able to get the hit or find the way, get the hit and take the round, he had to do all of that again without rage and without the one ticket to success, which was his ESIN.
Yeah, it would have been quite an uphill climb, but he ain't got to worry about that because we're in game 2.
What do you mean we ain't got to worry about that? He's literally got to worry about that again.
But he has his rage and ESIN back, though.
Fair enough. He had it in round 1, and that wasn't pretty, man. Kochori just showing that just because you play in a Sam show doesn't mean you have to be going toe-to-toe with somebody. Showing that zoning still works in 2020.
Yeah, Bates made a pretty good adjustment. He put us on the double record. Hey. Cross up, puts him back in the corner, jumps into the card.
Shut him down with a 5D. Still needs to try to work his way out of the corner. And he needs to get clean out of the corner with this too. Bates is making sure that he's holding the space, not trying to play in Kochori's face and let him out scot-free.
Yeah, Kochori aggressively chose that forward roll, which Bates called out twice. And then Kochori on the first end, being on the end of Bates' aggression, lashes out with a weapon flip. It didn't quite work out for him.
He's going to get another chance at it. And that plasma blade means a whole lot for the way things have been going. Taking a lot of space. Running a little too close, I believe. I mean, it's easy to say that because he got hit, but just with the way the first round went, he's completely abandoned his game plan of trying to play a long-range game away from Bates. And it'll kind of give Bates a chance in the long run. Now he's trying to get back to it. And there it is, Bates in with a JC. 5D on the backside. Yeah, the chase is on again.
Bates looks like he's looking for the just defense and gradually pushing himself in. Ooh, excellent command grab from Kochori.
And he got that punish a dodge too, right? Like the dodge was on the 5D, I believe that was, and then he is doing the recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him with the both speed and a slide to even things up 1-1. Tight battle.
So yeah, it's like he's come off the zoning plan. A very strong start from Kochori, taking Bates off his rage. Even if he hits the ESIN, he's not going to get much from it anyway. And he doesn't get anything from it except the buffer into weapon flip.
And he gets pushed off of his katana as well. Things are not looking good for him. Yo, that running B was what he needed. Because he was about to get lit up if he tried to pick up his sword right there.
A couple of slows to knock him down.
But that was a witty punish from Kochori, making sure to hit Bates, who left him in a reset. Getting the backside, toss a Poppy.
Oh. That was almost very tragic for Kochori, but he was just out of range.
It could still be pretty tragic, because think about what he did. Okay, he still gets the Easton, but think about what he did right there, right? So Bates is going for SSM. And his response is to burst, right? You're not going to be able to do that in time unless I'm right. Like, obviously, after you get hit, you can't burst. But you're not going to be able to get that out in time in that scenario, right? I'm not crazy.
Nah, yeah. If you're in recovery, you're just going to get hit.
Yeah, so it's like, he could have just 5C'd and won right there.
That is true. I think he saw the SSL and he slammed those 3 buttons for dear life.
Wah, wah, danger.
But yeah, regardless, he walked away the winner. Sending big Bates to that other bracket.
The home for infinite losers bracket. Lower bracket. The bracket of alternative success.
Gotta be in it to win it, and he's still in it.
Normally, I would just save the grand final, the winners finals for later, but while we got the lobby working, I have to play him anyway, so I'm gonna play him now.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go in the winners finals. So we got now first to 3.
Never mind, he fucking left. Well, hopefully it works again.
So I don't know if we're gonna put Coach B back in the room or jump down to the losers bracket.
What's the losers bracket looking like? I see some results. Happy little reset. Took his match over Izzy-Maru 2-1. Base just got slotted in, so he's got to play Falcon. What's up?
Well, he's already gone, so we're just gonna do Base versus Falcon.
All right. Put him in. We've got our next card for the next fight in the House of Pain. Representing the Random Warrior. Don't know what he's coming out with. Don't know what his moveset's going to be. Don't know what sword he's going to swing. He is Falcon. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the bandana of pain, just came down from winner's semi, trying to see if he can take the long road back up to grand. It is the number 2 headband, Big Bays. House of Pain.
Yo, now you know Pain Bus got to put that in a promo.
Man, I'm always ready for these.
Hey man, that's why you the pro.
I'm an amateur. I'm an above average amateur, that's all.
Hey man, perception is everything.
Fair enough.
All right, so I guess we just wait on good old Falcon PA.
The PSA, put it over the intercom. Falcon, please report to station Big Bates for your match. He's probably sitting in training mode right now, really trying to figure out who he wants to play. But I mean, I'm gonna need a character that has good enough anti-air that'll actually reach Gendro if he hits jump C. But at the same time, I want to have something that'll make him want to DP, maybe work around his DP, so possibly a double jump, maybe a float. But at the same time, I kind of would like just raw damage, some long range pokes just to really keep him in check. What do I do?
Bartender, give me the strongest character in the game.
Shaking or stirred? Strongest character in the game. Well, what would your drink be right now?
For me,
if you're sitting there behind the counter, shaking it up, making your margaritas, your martinis, and everything. Somebody pulls up, they ask, "What's your strongest character? What's your strongest character in the game right now? What you serving?"
Hey, you gotta put me on the spot, huh?
Mm-hmm. And the fluff.
Gotta get the fluff. All right. So now that I'm on the spot, I would actually say Yashimaru at the moment.
Ooh, I can see that, but it's like, what? Yeah. I would hit you with the Y and everything, but you got saved.
All right, I appreciate you, Falcon. Coming in with that Ukiyo, and Bates is rocking his Mina, which he's been known to use here and there.
If he's willing to play Mina, I'm kind of wondering why he didn't try that against Kochori.
Yeah.
Especially with the way round 1 went. I mean, he made game 1 rather. He made the adjustment for the second game, even though it didn't pan out in the long run. But yeah, the first game just seemed so lopsided that if he was willing to shoot back, I kind of wonder why he didn't go to the gun.
All right, well, we starting out things with a strong punish on the slide, and Falcon does not know that is SSM punishable, so he went for that in neutral, and it's Pain, the ultimate price.
There might have meant to have been a button before that, but no matter what he wanted to do, this is the end result, already down to basically a hit. 2 hits.
Yeah, okay. I'll reflect on the arrow, but it doesn't really deter Bates. I like the falling Tsubame. Shows that he's at least looking to check it, but it wasn't enough.
And even though this is going to be a little more of an affair for Bates, he's in a really good position at this point. One, because he obviously won the first round, but because he's already wasted a good amount of Falcon's rage by having him start in it, and just by keeping him in check, being able to fade away and just like watch everything wither away. So he's gonna get his rage of his own. Like he can easily close this round out as soon as he gets off his back, but he's got to make it up first.
Alright, yeah, Falcon looking for the forward roll, doesn't find anything. Bates waking up with the option select, knowing his Ukyo strats. He doesn't know to tech to connect that weapon flip still.
It worked out for him. He still got everything that he needed, which was a burst.
And he just let that arrow loose and right in Falcon's face while he's sitting in rage, but it was no response.
And now things start looking really hard for Falcon. Yeah, he ain't going to the triple slashes again. You best believe he ain't gonna do that again. Even if it's a guaranteed hit, you gonna watch 2 of them things come out.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to see them in the next round because Bates able to hold on pretty well. Take the first game.
All right, hits him with the 2B, sweeps him off his feet, and now he's taking fully much control of the match. I think Falcon doesn't really want to commit to anything at this point.
I wonder what Falcon's pumping for when he backs up. Like he's looking at the arrow full stream. I wonder if he's pumping Tsubame to try to reflect it.
Could be. Comes off the top rope, and again, he keeps going to the TK version and paying the price.
Just getting a little bit of a tip. Gets a deflect. SSN.
I don't even think that was a punish. I think Bates moved because it was really delayed.
It's possible. I think I'm gonna give him script.
Hey, he hit it. So regardless of what I think, he got the first round.
Not in a convincing fashion, gonna literally flip the script. But Bates doing what Falcon can't with the rage at the beginning of round 2, getting in there and getting the job done.
Yeah, using that running A is usually how you hit that weapon flip. You can walk up with medium if that's harder. So Bates managed to get that in. He goes for the third swing again. Luckily, it works out in his favor.
Man, I can't believe he'd actually go back to that. You know that's what Bates is saying in the living room. Gets a 6D to get his race knocked down. And he waited for the Tsubame. Bates has just been a little slow. It's the second or third time where he's been in a position to where like, he's taken aim at Falcon and waiting for a reaction. Gotten the reaction that he wanted. And it's just been a little slow. You can blame it on net play if you want to, but it's just the mindset that Bates is looking for these situations, and he has a pretty good reflex.
We're going back to the status quo. Arrows, occasionally Bates runs in, and he's just trying to dictate. He's trying to dictate to Falcon what he's willing to do. And since he didn't get the buffer in for the weapon flip, it didn't work out for him. But hey.
You say that, and I guess Falcon agreed with him, so he just wanted to make sure that everything panned out the way it was supposed to. Ran into a bigger button into a weapon flip.
Alright, so things looking pretty bad for Falcon. He's got no resources. He's got a pretty big life deficit, so he does. And he does not have his SSM to make the difference up in a huge win.
And as things started to pan out for him, the one move that he wasn't ready for, just ye old roll out of the corner and get snatched up, is the name of the game for Bates to stay alive.
All right, so it's gonna put Big Bates versus Happy Little Resets.
Kind of thinking about who Bates is going to try to play here.
If he's going against Shizamaru, he'll probably be Genjiro because that's the matchup he says Genjiro will is really strong against Shizu. I think he says he puts it at even, but he says that Genjiro's a fairly good Shizamaru counter. So that's what I'm expecting.
Was that his exact wording? Very strong against Shizamaru?
Very strong exact wording? I couldn't tell you what his exact wording was. But it was along that line.
It sounds very paraphrased to me, but I get your point. I still think it's going to be kind of tricky for him to some degree, especially if Little Reset starts getting comfortable, starts getting mobile like he was in his first match. It's not that Genjiro doesn't have the tools for it. Like, has a good long-range air-to-air jump C. Also has DPs as well, high-reaching DPs, but they're pretty shallow. So you're gonna have to be careful for where he wants to place it and where he wants to challenge Happy Little Resets in the air.
And Bates is not shy to challenge.
No. That's his middle name. Big Challenge Bates. He said when he was bored, the first thing he did was try to slap the clipboard out of the doctor's hand. Challenging everything at all times.
So this man was born Big Bates.
Yeah. Big Challenge Bates. Got to make sure to put it in there. That's why you can't find him on Discord. Can't get away from that. He's always challenging notifications. He doesn't believe they're real.
Oh man.
That's why y'all keep me around.
Hey man, we'll never let you go, man.
Really?
Anybody says you're stuck with him forever.
I think I'm stuck in this lobby forever. What it feels like.
Oh, don't worry. SNK will set you free, whether you like it or not at some point.
Ain't ever gonna make it.
Alright, so we got Happy Little Resets finally in the room, so it's time to rumble. We got all the spectators in deck.
We have a sellout crowd here for another exciting match in the House of Pain. All right, let me stop.
Hey man, don't stop, man. We gotta keep that promo footage rolling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get Macho Man Randy Savage mascot.
That'd be too good.
It would. All right, so
hold on. Macho Man Doggy Savage.
Oh man, now you need to stop.
Sorry.
All right, as expected, he's rocking that Genjiro versus Shizamaru. So, and while Bates is gonna have to, call out the movement and such, Happy Little Reset's gonna have to thread the needle a little bit and not get caught by one of those big Genjiro heavies and whatnot.
Ooh, that's a good way to thread it. Don't even go all the way in there. Just poke from long range with a running C.
Yep, strong anti-air, catches Bates in the air. Now he's just kind of poking, looking around. He's not. Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that could have been unfortunate for him, but it could have been a little bit worse if he got the deep hit of the JC. So.
For sure. Bates going ahead, just gonna block the jump in and manages to take the wrecking mix up.
And the big thing about taking that mix up was getting out of the corners specifically, so he can stay on the back foot, let Little Resets come to him, close him out with another JC.
Brings the hammer down on his head. Now it's like Recess is the one who's hesitant now, and I think Bates kind of shook him up a little bit with the end of that last round.
Well, that was a good jab. It was a really good jab to work that up.
All right, and Recess is gonna go ahead and take that opportunity to get his spacing in and reapproach on his own terms. Ah. And yeah, he keeps going for that run-up throw, and it kind of comes across as a sign as he's not quite sure where he wants to take it.
All right.
And it's cost him some good damage. Nothing huge, but you know, Bates is particularly looking for the run-up with all the options that Shizamaru has.
Yeah, it's like he's taking the seeds for Bates is taking really good punishes, but the real thing that he's getting out of it is the information and instilling his game plan onto Little Resets. So that's the kind of things to where, like, after the first one, which was near the end of round 1, that's where you really saw Resets just pump the brakes. Like, what do I do? Went for it again and couldn't find it. So I'm pretty sure at this point he understands that he's going to have to be able to dispatch Bates without something as simple as run a throw.
Mm-hmm. He's got to play around with Bates' expectations, bait him out, and see what he can get. If he keeps trying to approach directly, Bates is always going to have an answer like waiting for him.
This time he gets a close throw, so it's a start. Runs him into the corner as well, but gives up the space. Gives him all the space, trying to work his way back in. So the problem with this is he's got to come in at some point in time, and Bates is over in his favorite corner, so just making everything harder than it has to be. Gets a running D. And empty foot in the wall.
Ah, that was a really good call out. That switches the momentum completely in Resets' favor.
And he couldn't get away from the long range of a rage DP. He finds himself in the corner. Nice dodge!
Using Bates' own tactic against him.
For a second, I kind of wondered if the damage would be enough, but gets the round from the last hit, so the pendulum swings back in Little Reset's favor, but he's got to be able to hold on.
Yeah, Bates is trying to keep in the air to make sure he can check Shizamaru's movement at any given time, air to air him, catch him if he's too aggressive on the ground, and it's been paying off for the most part.
The big thing he got was just stalling out the rage time as well. Kind of unfortunate that Little Recess was trying to take that big gamble with the float overhead, finds himself in the corner, but gets the throw, gets the lead back from that throw as well. No aim in the air.
Nope. He's putting the buttons in all the right places.
He's been really consistent for checking the float overhead, or just really the float mix-up after the cross-up. Gets the punish on the umbrella, blocks the CDP as well, and that round just looked defensively sound for Bates.
Mm-hmm. Closed it out with a nice safe jump to beat the startup. So he knows what he's doing here.
Continuing on in the beginning of round 3 with a
really goofy reaction, but that's one of the buttons that people are cursing.
Totally understandable. The anti-crossed up tech. Reset is starting to get a rhythm a little bit, see him being a little more mobile.
Yeah,
he's blocked the time, but didn't want to challenge the recoil.
He's definitely upping that annoyance factor, and it's you start to see its effect on Bates a little bit.
Yeah, I get the impression that as long as he stays close to this game plan, it doesn't want to overextend himself, like wanting to reach really far out with a throw, and he can really make this work. Gets the punish, forcing Bates to use the burst. Check the run, he just takes a run of his own. Gets the throw, being a DP. And he gets over the East, and that's huge.
All right, happy with Recess, closing it out for game 2.
Yo, tight battle, man.
For sure. And like, yeah, you kind of saw the payoff from all that annoyance where he's finally able to get his run-up throws, where he had Bates like second guessing where he's going to be.
Yeah, if he can find his rhythm again, very possible that he'll be able to close things out. Gets away from the JC there, or from the 5C.
All right, Recess looking good right now. Ah, he challenged recoil, and his advantage goes down the drain real quick.
Now, the big thing to really see from this isn't so much the damage, but what happens after that. And it looks like he's not really too deterred from it, which will be good in the long run. I'm sure he lost a round, but remember the last time that his plans went awry? You don't need no BP. Remember the last time his plans went awry and like his game plan just completely shut down? That looks like it's not the case now. He's still up in Bates' face. Gets a second scoop on him. A punish on a whiff throw. Not a big punish, but one nonetheless.
Alright, Bates looking for something. Ichiro doesn't have much of a raise timer, so he wasn't really looking to press that issue. Alright, punish on the running D. Oh!
A monstrous 5C. Straight out the throw, but I guess if Little Recess wants to throw it out there, you get to do it again. 2 C's to the chest.
Yeah, it got a little too, like you said about him breaking down. I think it ended up happening this round. He was just trying to catch him with anything.
Felt a little bit of the pressure. I guess a lot of the pressure. It's like, maybe he's not ready for this. Maybe he's not ready for me to run from downtown and just, snatch him up. But he's ready, willing, and able. Cut him off at the pass, quite literally.
Yeah, Bates is definitely one of those players, like, once he, gets set in his ways and he starts catching you with something, his confidence, starts rising dramatically. And he starts just making a lot of good calls. And a lot of times you'll see his opponents get flustered at that point.
Yeah. See it quite plainly, plain as day. Well, what do we say? That's the way of Bates.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way of Bates that he will get to take on as he moves to losers finals.
Yep. So we're gonna have our winners finals up next, which would be Painbot versus not according to the challenge.
Oh, yo.
Uh-oh.
Yo, Reset is so sick. Oh, he fixed it.
Changed it in a hurry. But, yeah, we're going to have Coach Rory up, our invader, sitting in winners finals versus our streamer, Painbot.
Now, hold up. I saw the brackets. I should have pressed the print screen button real quick. This is collusion right here.
Hey, man, that's why you got to keep your 6-shooter sharp.
It's not even that it wasn't sharp. I just didn't think about it.
Hey, man.
Could have had the evidence right there.
That's part of keeping sharp.
It's true.
So now he can just say it didn't happen.
Man. It really sounds like some House of Pain stuff right there. Rigging the brackets in their favor. HOP for life.
Oh man, so it looks like Coach is having lobby issues again. So hopefully we can get this going. And he's in here.
And you see Paybot just diving into the ready seat. Get in here before SNK blows up the lobby, man. Let's go.
We might have to keep blowing up the lobby and re-inviting if the lobbies are getting corrupted or something. I don't know, but I'm sure SNK got plenty of that on their feedback form.
Well, there he goes again.
This reminds me of Street Fighter 4 when someone couldn't get in the room, you see them blink in there for a moment, and then they would leave, giving you that false hope.
Meow. Ye old. I can't even say ye old days because we're gonna be looking at Street Fighter later, Street Fighter 4. Watch it happen. Man, you know what I just realized?
What's that?
We gotta sit in Street Fighter 4 lobbies today, dude.
We do.
I may see if I can just play a game of Penguin Wars in between every match. I won't be surprised if it happens. I will not be surprised in the least bit.
That's if we can get to Street Fighter 4.
Oh, we gonna make it. Because if this doesn't pan out, they're just gonna rig the brackets anyways. That's what they do.
Oh, damn.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm talking about you, man.
Talking about me? What? This is like what we're seeing. Again, we have like all the footage out there. I don't have to sugarcoat anything. I mean, if somebody wants to pay $10, they could get untruthful, persuaded, biased commentary to, you know, try to make everything seem fair and square. But I know the deal. I know what's going down. Kotori out here fighting for his life, and they ain't even letting him in the ring, man. You know, they called the match and everything. Painbot sitting in there, waiting in the ring casually, like, man, where's he at? Meanwhile, Kotori getting jumped backstage by Bait and Izzy Mara. I know how this goes. We've seen this before. This ain't nothing new.
Got the invader getting crashed into the cage.
No, I was just over here thinking of more dumb things that Paybot can do on stream. So if you're sitting over there with a stream deck, I had to think of the word, right? Sitting there with a stream deck, right? And he has one of the stream decks with a lot of extra buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just having like, or on top of just having the can like, Price is Right, losing horns, which is already going to happen at some point in time. Just have random like wrestling hit sound effects and everything for like big 5Cs and whatnot.
Oh man. Now like the canvas getting hit.
Yeah. Go ahead and put a by God in there for the Eason. Just a random Eason. By God! By God!
Hit with the Oh man. We went off the SSM, got the bell ring. Ding, ding, ding.
It is all over. Maturino. Do I still have it up there? No. All right, hold on. Exclamation point Maturino. Cool. The code's PVSS4. There, I did the plug. I was kicked by the whole. Oh my.
Yeah, they might. I think they restarted the lobby.
Rumble, rumble. Hey, at least this means I get another. Get another invite from Bates. Hopefully it's from Bates. I don't want an invite from Painbot. He'd be complaining about too much. Painbot be whining about everything. But Bates is a cool guy. Whoa, hold on. This can't be right. That can't be right. No, I'll tell you in a second. I gotta check and see if this is real first. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you've ever noticed this on PSN, where sometimes if you're looking at a game, it has who's playing, but sometimes it won't be accurate, or I guess it like lets it linger too long. I've just always assumed that it's not right. So when I went down to my games list, it went down to Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I was like, yo, why do I see B Bounty playing some PPTP? So he don't want that smoke.
And you gonna go bully old Barry Bounty?
No. And the only reason I'm not going to do that is I decided to turn the game on yesterday. I don't remember what I was practicing in that game. I have to start back over, too.
Yeah.
That's on my list of things to do.
Well, what's the things that I want to do is get back in this lobby.
Hey, I'm here. Kachori's here. Bates is here.
Oh, I didn't get my invite.
Oh, so you got it?
Yeah, I just got it.
Surprised they picked me first. I think they're trying to keep me in check. The man's watching me, yo. Maybe I should start playing online so I can be a samurai god.
I don't know what's going on. It took me to the menu. Unable to find the room. I wonder if are you in there?
I'm in here.
Okay, I wonder if the actual person that he's clashing with is me.
Oh. Huh.
I need another invite. I can try to join session. Let's try that. Yeah, it ain't letting me in.
Oh no, dude.
All right, man. Sounds like you flying solo.
Got these invaders in here causing problems and everything, man.
So I guess we found the issue.
It was you all along, Austin. You gonna check it out on the stream though?
Yeah, I got the stream up.
All right.
Y'all settled in?
So you do see that Coach can't get in there, right?
Yeah, I know. I see that
All
now.
right.
But we have to we have to fight some kind of way. So
Yeah,
he'll
that's
just have to do that. He'll just have to do that 3-second commentary, 3-second delay.
So
That was pretty interesting 3 seconds ago.
So there's a real way to actually do this where I'm gonna be sitting here driving, and just like you're gonna wind up watching. I'll ask you for some interjections for like long downtimes, just things you notice, things you see, stuff like that. This is totally doable.
Well, let's make it work, man.
If we get this match started. Oh man. We're trying to see if we can finally get into the winners finals, the second episode of the House of Pain.
It's the House of Pain, all right, because I'm hurt.
Hurt over there on the sidelines, having to watch this crooked GM Pain bot sandbag with so guess who? I mean, I guess you can sandbag when you rig all the matches, but the invader who's trying to do right for the people, Kachori and his Galford, and see if he can be the unsung hero that we didn't know we needed. It's kind of funny how things pan out when you add a little flavor to the base ingredient, you know, add a little spice to your life. Just watch everything go awry.
So yeah, Kotor is been showing some pretty good stuff with his Galford, so I'm interested to see how this plays out.
A start that sends a really huge message. Just came out of the gate with a 5C, letting him know that he's not going to be able to just back up and start throwing plasma blades for free. Paintball's looking so good, been able to shove Kotori over to the corner. Trades a torrent for a poppy, so that's pretty good for him. Because again, like, it's not the most damaging thing, so all he really needs to do is whittle him down at this point and not let anything get started. Something like this. Kotori finds his way back. It's a 5C as well. Running C. Some big C is a running C. Gets a running Izuna. So he's starting to bring things back. Keeping him kind of close. Gets him on the backside, and that's a missed input right there. He didn't want to Izuna any day of the week. That's a huge opportunity going, but he's going to get in with it. Oh, yo! The weapon flip was all but not. Got shut down by a JL. Still Couture's in here. Gets another running Izuna, and yo! He's in there. Coming down with the thunder.
Yeah, it looks like Painbot was pretty aggressive about trying to contain that space, but Coach was always managing to find the holes.
And the other thing that's really working out for him is he's not so adamant about sticking to one plan. Like, he was showing that he wanted to back up, throw some plasma blades, get Poppy involved in everything. But seeing his Painbot's trying to keep that off the table, Couture's really adapting to the situation at hand. He's just really matching Painbot's aggression. Gets a punish on a 5C with one of his own. Finds himself locked in the corner, but with a decent amount of life to work with. Gets tripped up by the 3C. Finds a JC of his own, but didn't know how deep it was going to be. So eventually gives up 2B in the weapon flip. It's going to be kind of hard for him to dig himself out of this corner. Tripped up by a bubble, and he thought Painbot was going to stay down, but he combo jumps. Gets the punish on the throw.
Painbot up in that aggression to kind of answer Coach's versatile movement.
Ooh. Up in the aggression in round 2, but showing the defensive prowess in round 3. Blocks the weapon flip, immediately responds with an SSM. This is huge for Painbot. Done all the work at this point. Gets away from the throw, misses the punish on the way down, but that doesn't even really matter too much at this point. So much work has to be done for Couture if he wants to bring this back, and it's gonna be kind of hard for him. Poppy tagging in a little bit. Couple of plasma blades, and is starting to look doable after every hit. Gets over the torrent with a weapon overhead crash. But another torrent makes it really hard. He's gonna have to just burst at some point if he wants to use it. Painbot's not gonna give him a chance. Running B to close it out.
Yeah, I think he got so focused on trying to match Painbot kind of toe for toe with his ranged abilities that he wasn't really thinking about his burst.
Yeah.
Started tunnel vision quite a bit.
I'd have to go back and look at the ranges specifically, but it also might have been on his mind that if he bursted predictably, he would have gave up just the instant 50-50. Like, it wouldn't have been the most damaging 50-50, but it would have been one to put him on his back if he guessed wrong or couldn't react in time. So that might have been on his mind. I still think he should have tried it. Obviously, didn't get to use his burst at all, but that could have been a huge deterrent for him. Like, if Painbot was full screen, maybe he would have thought to have done it, but at the range they were playing at, it might not have looked as enticing to him.
Understandable.
But here we are going into game 2. A bit of a quieter start. I mean, there's no explosion of a 5C at the beginning, so a lot better. Speaking of 5Cs, Painbot was looking for his to punish the recoil, but he's a little slow to the draw. And he's slow again, got shut down by a big 5C. So there's a lot of life that Painbot needs to make up. You see him just trying to dig deep with 5Cs. Can't find a mark with any of them. Can't even find a block. Looking for it again. Return to sender. And now he's got to see how much he can get done with his rage. If Couture can close him out right here without taking any more and be set to get rage in the second round, that'd be so good for him. But mission failed there. Just trying to see if we can get a little bit of accomplishment on the side. Got to at least finish the round. But Torrent brings it back. 2 picks of the lead. Yo, Painbot just sniped him out of the air. Took the lead away from, took the round clean out of his pockets.
Yeah, this is looking real close. Because Painbot is, they're having to kind of adjust to each other in kind of real time here.
As much time as the internet allows. Oh, Painbot able to put a meaty bubble on him, meaty enough to get a 5C as well. That was pretty cool. The Torrent as well. Now, this is a completely different dynamic from the last round. Painbot completely in control. Still pressing the issue though. Putting the pressure on with the Torrents, another bubble on top of him just to make sure that Couture doesn't move too far. And a running B.
The determining factor here is Painbot's just general increase in accuracy, because he's been missing quite a bit, but in this round, I feel like he was pretty much on the mark for the most part, and it paid off big.
What's the score? Is it 2-0 Paintbot?
It is 2-0.
Yeah, these games have actually been so close. Like, I should have been writing these. Oh no! Oh no! What is this? Who is this character?
You know, speaking of wrestling references, you got to come out from the top rope.
Yeah, man. Coming off the turnbuckle with the 4-sword frog splash. That's a little bit of a tongue twister right there. It's going to be a special move. He's even going to really get a chance to use it. I mean, I say a chance. I guess it's a question of how many times is he going to use it. Yeah, he's got to get in the range for it, and now that he's full screen, it's going to be really hard for him. And here he is again, taking deep jump-ins. Ooh, that was just sloppy. I can't even call that unfortunate. That was just a sloppy attempt at offense right there, but not deterred at all. It's Kochori. Get your sweep. That's a big sweep. And he really believes that just because he hits Paintbot that he's going to sit there, because he gets the universal overhead, was really looking for the throw. He got punished for it. Still able to trip him up with Indesco. Take the lead as well. And he's really good with the anti-airs. I believe this is 2B. I don't even know what this button is off the top of my head, because like, I haven't seen any other Yoshitori use it. Not that I've seen in the House of Pain. And that anti-air has meant so much for Kochori. One, for just stopping the few jumps that Painbot has tried to take at him, but also just to keep him on the ground. Oh, that's huge. Finds a big jump over to 2C. And this could be the third game going away with Kochori. Wait a second. Burst into a back throw. That's the start. 6XP takes the overhead. Oh, but Neeson far off the mark. Kochori there with the answer, cleans him up, and he finally gets on the board. He's gonna have to ride this out with Yoshitora though.
So yeah, the thing that I kind of parsed from that match was Paybot doesn't really have any muscle memory or like spacing considerations for Yoshitora, which I feel like you kind of gotta have just on the basis of how his jump C works. And without that, your game plan is usually I'm gonna play off the back foot, and yeah, when you got to answer Yoshitora like that, it can be kind of rough, especially if you don't have the good old DP.
It's one thing that it doesn't have DPs, but for the fact that he was just getting overwhelmed in the air, I'm surprised that he didn't really try to chase him down with JCs or anything, or I think it's JC, with jump buttons.
Yeah, we saw him do that a lot versus Reset Shizumaro. So yeah, it is interesting that he didn't utilize it here. But I guess I think he did. Maybe felt a little bit suffocated. We'll see in the next game.
Going into game 4, Painbot trying to see if he can put the final nail. I can't even say in the coffin right here because Kochori's still going to be alive. But, and see if he can send him packing down the base in the loser finals. But Kochori, with this surprise pick of the Yoshitora, got one game on the board trying to see if he can get the party started in game 4. Has a bit of a lead. And there it is. Yeah, you can tell he's listening to the commentary. Put them buttons back out there. Said that's my house. The House of Pain.
No, this man, he's got coaching in his ear.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing in the House of Pain?
Oh man, I need to put the $10 in there and start talking trash to him. Oh, he got thrown out of the coin. Little late on the draw. So good for Kochori because he gets the weapon flip and the lead. And that was interesting because Painbot stood up and he was blocking. So I kind of wonder why he stopped. Maybe he was trying to poke at the low hurt box of Yoshitora there, but it was an interesting thing for him to give up at the end of the round. But still looking a lot better in round 2. Missed his confirm off of the bubble. But I can't even fault him for that. That's not the easiest thing for Sogetsu to do. It's also not easy for him to hit an anti-air because he really hasn't done too many outside of the first round. Kochori will gladly make ends of those mistakes. Yo, just a brave dude. And he finds a jump again. He just has a really good timing for when Painbot is on the deck looking for the 2Bs. Steps in again, harassing him with the JCs. One more time. I feel like Painbot just tried to use the Issa to get out of there. Realistically, he was looking for an anti-air just a little too early. He's going to come in here complain about SNK, net codes, and whatnot, but whatever you want to say, off the mark, and gets the second strike for Kochori. So here we are going into game 5. How you feeling about this, man?
Oh man, like I'm seeing him take a lot of damage from getting jumped in off of 2Cs and stuff, and is trying to use the water spouts to try to contain him. It hasn't really been proven an effective strategy. He had a good amount of stuff going with the air to air, so we'll have to see what he does in game 5.
Right now, his time is still not looking good because he's lucky that Kochori couldn't take the full JC, but still got thrown. And the stage will be reset due to a connection dropping. Excuse me? Yo, they cut the power out here now. If Painbot comes in here and says he won it.
No, he can fucking have it. I'm just going to go losers.
What? Dang! New world order. For life. The invasion nation.
Got clocked on the head too many times with jump C, and then he woke up in losers bracket.
Dude, that shit is like impossible to just defend the JC in the corner. I just ate that shit raw. Like 3 times. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to losers. I'll just come back with Tam Tam.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna get the classic Georgia match of Painbot versus Base.
So here's the real problem with this, though. Because they're doing this, that means we're gonna have to do this setup for the rest of the tournament. Painbot couldn't try to win it just to get you back in here for grands. I want you to keep that in mind. Yeah, it's kind of jacked up when I say it like that, huh?
Well, shouldn't it be Painbot versus Base right now?
Yeah, so what are you gonna do? They're gonna kick out Kochori just for this? I mean, they could.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm about to kick out Kochori for just this.
Wow! Yo! Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Have to bring that emote back. That man salty.
Damn, man, that man reached back into 2013.
I know, right? You gonna catch this segment of the VOD in the $8.95 pay-per-view section?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Just booted that man off the cliff.
That's not how it was written in the script. He wasn't supposed to become the new champion.
Yo, we got trouble in the locker room. You were supposed to take the fall.
Got Painbot back there, flipping over tables, slamming locker doors and everything. Oh man.
All right, so it looks like we're about to roll into it. Bates going with his Tam Tam counter Hanzo.
Here's the question. Yeah, I was about to say, is Painbot actually gonna play Tam Tam, or is he gonna stick with his Sogetsu that he's been riding through the whole tournament? You know, trying to get his character knowledge up. Which he does.
You know, one thing I want to point out.
What's that?
He said he was going to go to losers, and he's going to come back with Tam Tam, as if it was no doubt in his mind that he was going to put Bates to pasture.
I mean, Don't they live in the same house? We've been over this. This ain't nothing new.
All right, well, I guess they already got the script.
Yeah. Bates holding up forward in no response out of Painbot. You gonna try to tell me that this isn't scripted?
Hey man. Hey man.
What's up?
I can't tell you anything.
It doesn't matter which one of them win. They're gonna eat the same pizza anyways.
Well, right now it's like a Painbot is finally taking the. Sorry. It's finally taking control of the screen, keeping Bates kind of at bay. Weak punish on the stance break. Still in control. No punish on the throw for Bates.
Yeah, all things considered, I don't know about Bates. I could imagine that Painbot's still pretty frustrated, but that round, that was honestly one of the floppiest rounds I've seen between the two ever, even playing online.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, Bates is sitting in rage for Fireball now. He's just trying to catch Painbot with anything, and it doesn't seem to be successful so far.
Yeah, even to the tune of trying to take 2 throws. And I mean, they weren't immediate run-up throws, they were like run-up delayed throws expecting dodges. But just having the same plan etched into his mind. Yeah, we are officially scrambling at this point, and Bates trying to see if he can corral it in with an Izuna, blocks the 5C, takes a close C to close out round 2.
Yeah, we got what they call in the boxing business the good old-fashioned slobber knocker, where you got people just throwing out the haymakers.
Man, they're wailing on each other, JR.
All right, Bates trying to use a little bit of that trickiness.
I guess the thing I have to think about, like, it looks scrambly, it looks chaotic, but I guess at the other end of the spectrum, it's like, at what point is Bates really supposed to stop and throw fireballs? Like, I never considered that.
Yeah, so guess who's control of the screen probably makes it very difficult for him. Because even if he gets them out, then he still has to navigate around.
I'm sorry, the end of that was just too good. He's like, stop it. Stop it. ... No, stop it.
Yo, calm down, man. All right, Bates went for his Tam counter. Ain't got no Tam.
I can't play this character against Ogetsu. Man, I'm gonna go back to Genjiro. ... I'm gonna go back to Genjiro.
All right. So I wonder what his tactics are gonna be, because Genjiro, not known for massive mobility or anything, and he's kind of a wide character, and the way he wants to play, he kind of would fall into the the range and tactics of the bubble and the spouts, and just Sogetsu moving around. So it's like I think he's gonna have to try to bulldog his way in, but I think if he gets in, the reward is actually pretty big for him.
Yeah, that's gonna be his plan. He's gonna go forth and bring the pain. And heaven forbid if Painbot misses any tech, misses an anti-air, misses a check on a Rekka in, he's just not blocking when the 2C comes out. He's gonna die, but he's been pretty good about it so far. And in fact, already has Bates in rage, but Bates bursting through with a DP. Nice by Painbot, that is.
Yeah, coming off the top rope from that command grab, and yeah, I like how he's been using the bubble to protect himself. Like instead of trying to go for Oki or anything, he's like, "I'll put this on in. If you want to aggressively move at me, it's gonna be waiting for you."
He's got to get another one out there, because aggressively moving—that's what Bates has been doing, and it was looking pretty good until he ran into a weapon person. You got to find a way, pick up his katana. Ooh.
Yeah, he picked it up all right.
Yeah. I don't think the way it went down though.
Yeah, he had the bubble on him, and I guess he was just like, I'll go ahead and take the slap on the wrist and whatever. But he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
It was all the ruse. It was all the smoke and mirrors. He thought that he was only gonna get slapped on the wrist, but he got his wrist and a few more things chopped off, and that is a quick 2-0 for Painbot, trying to see if he can sweep Bates up and make it back to the grand.
Alright, Bates with his patented DP challenge off the recoil. Finally makes it past the bubble. And now that things are going his way, he's pressing the issue in a very base-like fashion.
Yeah. Pinned him down again with another 5C. Went with the multi-slashes to challenge the recoil this time, but Painbot getting a little space with a 5C of his own. Too small on the 2C, but if at first it don't succeed, just do it again.
And again.
And it's working out for him. Just hit the C button. Big damage. But Ace is going to take a page out of his playbook, go back to his patented 2C, chop him in half.
That base definitely looking much better in this game. He whiff canceled his button before it was able to hit.
Yeah. Pretty unfortunate for him. But, I mean, he still has Raid to play with, so it's not the worst thing. He couldn't get anything from it, though. 660. Keep it in the corner. Jumped over the torrent. Didn't really do anything, but nice to not take the chill. Gets the block. Didn't believe he had a block right there. Didn't know what to do at that point. It's kind of not a common situation to see somebody just defending and stance breaking a jump in. So,
yeah. Bubble not quite close enough to put give Paintbot protection. So now he's got the big man in his face.
Lifts him up with another GP. Rolling out and bursting. I like that idea. Jumping back in the corner, not so much. Not so much at all. He gets carved up and cut down. Bates finally on the board. It's 1 up, right?
Yeah, it should be 2-1.
Oh, it's 2-1.
Yeah, because of the Hanzo match. Alright, oh. Anti-air with the spouts, protecting himself with the bubble, going back to the basic game plan, trying to keep Bates neutralized. Stops the DP. And that's pretty much the intent of that bubble probably the whole time.
Things looking like they're going exactly the way Paintbot wants and clips him out of the air again, blows him up for trying to move. But he gives up a 5C. This is the start that Bates needs. Doesn't have a range to work with, but he might not need it. I didn't believe that the rifle was going to hit out there.
Yeah, he hesitated. And yeah, I'm curious why Paintbot, went for that 5C. Because he was sitting on a pretty big lead. Things were going his way. I guess he wanted to close it out, but gave Bates maybe a little too much more momentum. Luckily, he got out of there with the round.
Yeah, but giving himself like that, giving him chances and looks like that is what makes things hard, because that just tells Bates that for all the times he has to wait, all he needs is one good look, just like he has from the JC. Gets the 3D for him trying to roll out of the corner. And yeah, the damage has been done at this point. The onus on Paintbot is to try to get back in there. Off the mark with the torrent, he gets lit up.
Yeah, Bates backed off, let his rage cool down a little bit, but he had a little surprise waiting on him.
He beat the buzzer. That was so huge for him to get the weapon flip in there and force the burst out of Bates. And he blocks the weapon flip, gets the asses in. That's a monstrous start for Paintbot in round 3.
Yeah, Bates made the call. He bursted and he kept his weapon, but I guess he thought he had to punish, and it cost him quite a bit. So not only does he lose his rage bar, but he loses a good chunk of his health bar as well.
Yeah, I kind of feel like with the way things are going, he just lost around from that right there. 2B and the weapon flip, and if that doesn't finish, well, he did finish it. I don't even need to flip.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing else to say. That's it.
He did. Get to say good try to Bates, but that will be a 3rd place finish in the House of Pain, as the GM himself is going to get his run back in grand finals against the invading sensation Kochori. Kochori sitting up there with his Galford, only going to need 3 games. Painbot, who being gracious enough to let the East Coast in. He's gonna have to see if he can get 6 games and kick him out, and it might be kind of hard for him. Might be kind of rough for him.
Hey man, he said he's coming back with Tam Tam. He's coming back with Tam Tam. He said his Tam Tam can do anything.
Tam Tam can do anything. Is Tam Tam that good, huh?
That's what he says, man. So we're gonna see if we can get Coach in here, or if I'm gonna have to duck out. We'll give it a good old college try.
Kind of wonder why it worked the first time, other than just because.
I don't know.
It's like sometimes your nets just disagree with each other. Eh? Is that how it works?
I imagine. Room has been disbanded.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm sure it wasn't just me. Gotta keep remaking these lobbies as they get more and more twisted and broken.
Just adds to the suspense. No, leaves everybody on the edge of the seats. Are we gonna be able to see the grand finale? Are they gonna have another episode? Is it gonna get canceled? Kind of feels like watching anime at this point. Just get done watching for the week. You're like, man, is it gonna get postponed till fall or something now?
2022, man. That's when your anime's coming back.
Don't tell me that. There's so many things I wanted to watch this year, for good and bad reasons. Mostly for bad reasons.
So while they're trying to, get this lobby open, we're gonna do one more Matcherino shill. So I'm typing in the Matcherino command. Oh, so
Got him.
my Twitch says I was first, so I'm going by that.
Fair.
But in any case, if you click on one of those links, specifically the Samurai Showdown link, put in the PBSS4 code on the contribute bar. You can add 50 cents to the pot with no issue. Just log in with whatever social media you're using, and it's as easy as that. There's also sponsor requests, and if you'd like to donate yourself, that'll be great. There's also some streamer incentives in there, such as the bias commentary. I don't remember if you had anything else in there, but there's that. But in any case, go in there, at least add 50 cents to the pot, and we'd be very grateful. Anything else is just icing on the cake, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
I know he was petitioning for some jank ones, or I guess some other people were petitioning for some jank ones, but yeah. The only thing that really should happen is like things for us. Well, I guess there could be like things that he does behind the scenes. It may be an effect stream or something like that. But yeah, I know some people were trying to lobby for like the player to do different things, but I can't co-sign that at all. Like I'd be super against that.
I agree. It's one thing just to change the atmosphere for for the viewers and stuff, but yeah, not affecting the matches themselves.
I guess I should make sure I can see the match. Come down here, watch it. That's the one I'm looking for.
Looks like his problem it may not have been with me.
Nah. I guess this means that you can walk the streets again this time. I'm sorry you had to serve some time in the slammer, but it happens. Sometimes they get the wrong guy. Sure, you'll be okay. You learn from it.
Yeah, man. All I learned was it was actually pretty interesting. The kind of recap and stuff. Just more experience. That's all it is.
Commentary comes in so many weird ways in the FGC.
Very true. So I wonder if Coach Reed is in now.
I saw him pop his head in there with that dark shadow of an avatar.
They'll have to play grand finals in the basement where nobody can see.
Oh man, tell you man, this the final segment might be canceled. Too raw for TV. Kind of unfortunate that's how it ends. It's the end segment that they'll have to save for offline. opportunity, House of Pain.
Now you can buy the DVD for $19.99. Shipping and handling not included.
Trying to have the House of Pain DVD, just like back in the day when you could get your tournament matches.
Oh,
Get your tournaments, yeah.
About to learn set those new combos.
Those old dusty times.
Got
I'm
that.
not-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I imagine a lot of things are gonna be old times when all this is said and done. The way things are changing.
I can see that.
Like it's obvious that things are not gonna go completely back to the way they were before. But for as long as this has been going on, for how many people or how people have adjusted either to just net playing or not playing at all, and like how that's changed the scope of the tournament scene as a whole, I won't be surprised if there's like some real drastic changes when this is all said and done, and that's not even including like the next generation of fighting games.
Well, guys, fuck it. He's the champion. We're just gonna fucking close this shit out, and he's just gonna be the winner. So this is
Oh, and we are the champions.
he
my
wins.
friend.
That's just the end of the tournament. So I'll just let him have it. I don't give a fuck. It's whatever. Because I'm so sick of fucking SNK. This shit's so stupid. Why can't I just invite someone and play a video game with them? All right, it's done. He wins. He can have it. It's whatever anyway. This is lag as shit anyway, so he can have it. So he's the winner. He'll just be the guy that wins this shit. And we'll have also Street Fighter 4 in a couple of maybe an hour. So be sure to come back for that if you guys are interested in Street Fighter 4. But this is the end. So sorry it's anticlimactic. Maybe Donkey can play fucking Mr. Angel and entertain y'all for another 30 minutes.
Nah, I'm out of here now.
Are you done?
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry that it ended it that way. Hopefully next time we'll be a little bit better off. So we'll have to see, but I guess that means Kotri is our reigning champ for this session.
Maybe forever. We'll see.
Maybe forever.
We'll see.
Follow the Pain by Twitter account to keep updated.
Yeah, if you guys want to know if we're gonna do this again, just follow me on Twitter or on YouTube or anywhere really, just on Twitch. You'll get updated and you'll know what's going on. We'll see if we'll do another one. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today. So I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate Coach and Doggy commentating. Even though I appreciate Coach doing the new meta of commentating shit he can't see. That shit was pretty cool.
Hey man, I was just watching the stream. Don't gas me up too much.
Why throw some curveballs? He makes that shit work. Hits the shit out of the park. But that's it. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all another time.
All right, peace.
Bye.